Hey, hi all, very good evening. Thank you for joining with me. So let us wait for a couple of minutes and then we can start up this session. Hey, hi all, very good evening. Thank you for joining with me. So let us wait for a couple of minutes and then we can start up this session. Sure, Sheikh, I'll do that. Thank you all. Hi, Ayaz, very good evening. Hi, Rajesh, thank you so much. So we can start up this session in a couple of minutes. So still people joining with me. Let us wait for a couple of minutes and then we can start this session. Still people joining. Hi all, very good evening. Thank you for joining with me this evening. Let us wait for a couple of minutes and then we can start this session. As it is day one, many people still joining with us. Right then, we can start this session now. Thank you all. So we thought of creating a series. We thought of delivering a series of 30 days Python sessions on interview questions and as well subject. Like we'll discuss subject and as well we'll discuss the interview questions also. So for these 30 days, we will be delivering lectures on Python programming and as well I will be discussing with you Python interview questions, how to crack Python interviews, and how to learn coding. And from the scratch, I would like to teach. So you don't feel any difficulty in learning. For sure, I would like to teach from the scratch so that you can feel comfortable learning Python. So learning Python is so easy if you have some good understanding, like if you can spend some good time, and if you can spend some good amount of time to practice, you can learn Python easily. So Python is not a rocket science. Easily we can learn. In this generation, everyone is talking about Python, and everywhere in the market, all are talking about Python and Python and Python. So everywhere, even in artificial intelligence, they're talking about Python. Machine learning, they're talking about Python. NLP, they're talking about Python. So everywhere, the people are talking about Python. So at datateach.ai, so we would like to give you a free resources, 30 days of free live sessions on Python programming. So we are datateach.ai. We are based out of Hyderabad, and we've been offering AI courses at a very affordable cost. So this initiative is to encourage and as well help student community to crack Python interviews. Our motto is to provide AI education for affordable cost. That's why we've been operating from last 1 year from in Hyderabad. So this initiative makes you prepare for Python and data science or data analytics interviews. So let us start this session now. So let us start this session now. Thank you all for joining with me. So these sessions will continue for next 30 days. Along with today, next 30 days, we will be delivering these sessions. So please do attend and learn Python in a simplest way possible. Learn Python very easily with us. So my assurance is that for sure you'll get great understanding of Python programming, and as well you will be able to write Python codes if you attend daily sessions. Okay. Yeah, please do join daily. We can start this session now. Thank you all for joining with me. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. So I'll be sharing my screen. Just a moment. I'll be sharing my screen. So for this evening, the very first session, I would like to give you what I'm going to teach you. For the next 30 days, what I'm going to teach you, just I would like to write agenda for this 30-day session. The very first, I would like to give you an understanding and as well the conceptual clarity on different topics of Python. The very first one, Python, introduction to Python programming. So the very first one, introduction to Python programming. So what is Python programming? Why we need to learn Python programming? Introduction to Python programming. And the features of Python programming also I would like to teach. The features of Python programming. And then I'll show you how to launch Jupyter Notebook in Anaconda. Installation of Anaconda, I'll teach you installation. So if you are new to this Anaconda and Jupyter, installation of Anaconda, which is an IDE, and Jupyter Notebook, launching Jupyter Notebook, launching Jupyter Notebook, and writing your first code, writing codes. This is today's agenda, write code. So this is today's agenda, and along with this, next 30 days, I'll be teaching you the very first concept in Python, keywords and identifiers, and then I'll be teaching variables. I'll be teaching variables, and then I'll be teaching data types, and then I'll be teaching, after data types, I'll be teaching string concept, string. In strings, string indexing, string slicing, and string methods. Strings and string methods, I'll teach strings and string methods. How to make changes to strings, string methods will help us. And list and list methods, and as well tuple and tuple methods, and then set and set methods, and dictionary methods, and then functions, user defined functions, how to write functions and different kinds of functions and different parameters in the functions, uh, like arbitrary arguments, keyword arguments, arbitrary keyword arguments, positional arguments, keyword arguments, different kind of stuff I'll be teaching the functions. And then list comprehension, list comprehension, and dictionary comprehension. I'll be teaching dictionary comprehension. I don't teach much theory. I would like to teach you coding, and I would like to make you understand how to build a logic. So dictionary comprehension also I'll teach. Dictionary comprehension, and then map method, map and reduce, map, reduce, and lambda function, map and reduce and lambda, and filter function as well, and file handling. I would like to teach some interview questions on all these modules. File handling and exception handling also. Hope my screen is visible to you all. Hope my screen is visible. Exception handling also I'll be teaching. So exception handling and as well oops concept also will be discussing. So these are all topics for the next 30 days. These are all topics for the next 30 days. Please do join every day and learn. Please do join every day and learn with me. So you can ask me some good questions and we can have some good discussion as well. So how many of you, just I wanted to see, how many of you familiar with Python programming? You wanted to refer in three questions. Please do let me know how many of you already known Python and just you want to refresh and want to learn interview questions or kind of thing. Just do say yes in chat box so that we can start other things. Yes. Okay, then. Thank you all. Thanks for the responses. We can start this session now. The very first one, the very first one, the very first one, I would like to tell you the keywords and identifiers in Python, and then variables and data types, strings and string methods. Before to that, introduction to Python programming. Introduction to Python programming. So Python was developed in the year 1989 and officially released in 1991. Officially released in 1991, and it is publicly available. It is an open source programming language. Python is open source programming language. The very first thing you need to understand that Python is open source programming language, meaning that anyone can download and anyone can use it. That is why Python is getting more popularity these days. The features of Python programming. Before to that, let me explain you a simple history Python was developed by Guido van Rossum. Guido van Rossum. So developed in the year 1989 and official release in the year 1991. The official release in the year 1991. Official release in the year 1991, developed by Guido van Rossum. So the features of Python programming, let us talk about the features of Python programming. So some interviews also, in interviews, people may ask you features of Python programming. We have multiple features, a vast usage of Python programming we can see these days. The features of Python, so let me list down some few of the features. We have many features for Python. Python have the very great number of features and great features as well. So let us list down few features here. The very first one, open source programming language. Python is open source programming language. Open source meaning that it is publicly available and anyone can download and anyone can use it. It is publicly available. It is publicly available for free. If you want to build an application in C language, you need to buy a license. If you want to build an application in Java, you need to buy a license. If you want to build an application in, Java and C++, and you need to buy a license. But for Python, Python is open source programming language. No need to buy any license. Anyone can download and anyone can use it. That is why Python is getting more popularity these days. Everyone is talking about Python. If you see last 7 and 8 years, the past 7 to 8 years, Python is in limelight and getting more attraction. Python is getting more attraction. Everyone is talking about Python. AI can be developed, AI systems can be developed with Python programming. What not? Everywhere you can see Python. In biology, you can use Python for some application development. Aeronautics, you can use Python. And whatnot, everywhere we can use Python. Python is open source programming language and it is publicly available for free. So everyone likes it and everyone downloads and trying it. And Python is dynamically typed language. Python is dynamically typed language. So dynamically typed meaning that no need to mention what kind of data it is. No need to mention what kind of data it is. System automatically understands what kind of data it is. System automatically understands what kind of data it is. For example, in C language, if you're writing a variable, we need to write int a comma b and semicolon like that. In C programming language. In C programming language, you need to define like this variables. And in Python, no need to mention what kind of variable it is. If you write a is equal to 10, Python automatically understands this is an integer. And if you write a is equal to 20.2, system automatically understands that this is a floating point data. So dynamically typed meaning that the system or a Python interpreter automatically understands what kind of data it is. No need to mention what kind of data it is. But in other programming languages, for sure, we need to mention what data type it is. Okay. And the other one, Python is platform independent language. Python is platform independent language. If someone asks you what are the features of Python programming, just you tell them open source programming language, dynamically typed language, and platform independent programming language. Python is platform independent. Platform independent meaning that here platform is an operating system. Platform is operating system. Platform is operating system. So we have some different operating systems like Windows is an operating system. We have Windows operating system, Mac operating system, MacBook. And in MacBook, there are operating systems, Syria and some other operating systems and OSs will be there. Windows operating system, MacBook operating systems and Linux operating system. So different operating systems, Unix or Linux, Windows, Mac, different operating systems, same Python code will get executed. No need to change your code. No need to change your code based on operating system. No need to change your code based on operating system. It is platform independent programming language. It is platform independent programming language. So no need of changing code based on platforms or operating system. And the other one, Python is interpreted language. Python is interpreted based language. Interpreted language or interpreter based language. So what is this interpreter based language? Let me explain you compiler. First, if you understand compiler, then you can understand interpreter. So compiler, for example, if you write 100 lines of code or 10 lines of code, for suppose, you write some 100 lines of code and 10 lines of code. These 100 lines of code will execute it parallelly. Will execute parallelly, meaning that at a time, all lines will get executed. At a time, all lines will get executed. Meaning that if you write 100 lines at a time, parallel execution, all lines will get executed at a time. And this, when you write a code will be converted into machine level language, meaning that zeros and ones, and then code will get executed. So code will convert into machine level language, and then that is get executed. So, but this operation happens parallelly. Parallel execution, compiler supports parallel execution, more technically speaking, concurrent execution. More technically speaking, concurrent execution or parallel execution. All the code lines will get executed at a time. That is what compiler based systems. That is what compiler based systems. And the interpreter based systems, let me give you idea on interpreter based systems. Interpreter, for example, if you write 100 lines of code, these 100 lines will get executed one after another. Sequential execution. The code lines will get executed one after another, meaning that one after another. Sequential execution. Here parallel execution, here sequential execution. Sequential execution meaning that lines will get executed one after another, so that quick prototyping. And we can, for example, if you get an error in third line, there itself execution stops. We need to debug it and then we run again. Sequential execution. And here, in this case, code directly will get executed. No need to convert your code into machine level language, that is zeros and ones. The code will directly executed. Okay. So that is how this compiler and interpreter works. Python is a interpreter based language, and because as it is interpreter based language, easy debugging. It helps us easy debugging. Easily can find errors and resolve them. Interpreter based language, platform independent language, dynamically typed language, open source programming language, and as well, Python have exception handling techniques, and Python have exception handling techniques. Python have exception handling techniques. So Python have exception handling techniques. Python have exception handling techniques. So what are these exception handling techniques? Exception means a runtime error or a bug. Exception means a runtime error or simply a bug. Exception means a runtime error or a bug simply. Okay. So for example, if I write A is equal to 10, B is equal to 0, C is equal to A by B, C is equal to A by B. Syntactically it is correct, logically it is correct. Syntactically it is correct, logically it is correct. When you're executing it, when you're executing, you get an error that C is equal to 10 by 0, then infinity, then it throws an error. Then it throws an error. Okay. That is what an exception. Exception means a runtime error or a bug. It is a runtime error or simply a bug. So to handle these kind of runtime errors, we do have some good exception handling techniques. So here we encountered with, or else it throws an error, zero division error. It throws a zero division error. We have an exception handling technique to handle zero division errors in Python. So likewise, we do have some good exception handling techniques in Python to handle exceptions. Exception means a runtime error. And then Python memory management is dynamic. So no need to bother about the memory. So Python memory management is dynamic. And Python supports object-oriented programming concepts like inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, encapsulation, objects, and class and object, polymorphism, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance. These all topics, these all concepts, this Python supports. Likewise, many other advantages and the features we do have with program Python. With Python, we do have some of the good advantages and the features of Python programming. For this day one, for this day one, we will be talking about how to install Python Anaconda Jupyter Notebook in your laptops for just 2 minutes, and then directly I'll be teaching in Jupyter Notebook. Just go to Chrome. Just you can go to Chrome and Anaconda download. You just type Anaconda download. In Chrome Anaconda download, the very first one you can see here, the very first one you can see Anaconda download, anaconda.com by download /download. You can see here. And then, so skip registration. Just if you want to skip the registration, just you can skip the registration. If you skip the registration, then you can see based on Windows or Mac or Linux, you can see here Windows 64-bit installer. Just you can download this one. Or else if your system is MacBook, you can select Mac, you can select Linux as well. Then just you can click on this, then that will get downloaded. Just you can click on this, then that will get downloaded. Okay. So that will get downloaded. After download, double click on it. After download, double click on it. Give all the required permissions. Then that will get installed. After installation, go to search. After installation, go to search. Type Anaconda. After installation, go to search. Type Anaconda. And you can see a green color icon. You can see a green color icon. You can see a green color icon. Just click on it. Then you can see Anaconda homepage. Anaconda is an IDE. Anaconda is an IDE where we have so many third-party tools. Like Data Spell, Jupyter Lab, Jupyter Notebook, and PyCharm Professional, Qt Console, Spider, VS Code, and Data Law, DeepNote, IBM Watson Studio, Oracle, Glovis, Orange, RStudio. For these 30 days, we will be using Jupyter Notebook. For these 30 days, we'll be using Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter is a web-based interactive computing notebook. Environment. Edit and run human readable documents while describing the data analysis. Simply click on the launch button. Then it will be launched through a browser. Your browsers may be Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, or Safari, or QC browser, any browser. This is Jupyter homepage. This is Jupyter homepage. On top right corner, you can see there is a drop down button new. There is a drop down button new. There is a drop down button new. Just click on that drop down button and select Python 3 IPY kernel. Just select Python 3 IPY kernel, or else Conda environment base. Just or else you can just Conda environment base. Just you can click on Python 3 IPY kernel, or you see Python 3 IPY kernel, or you can see in your versions conda.env.base. You can select that one. Then Jupyter notebook will be open like this. This is called a Jupyter notebook where we write your Python code. This is a Jupyter notebook where we write your Python codes. Okay. So very good interactive UI. This is a Jupyter. Jupyter is a web-based interactive scientific computing environment where we can write, edit human readable documents, and as well describing data analysis also. Okay. So this is what a Jupyter notebook is. How do we launch Jupyter notebook? Most of you people might have Jupyter notebook with you. Most of you people might have Jupyter notebook with you. So these Jupyter files will be saved with extension .ipynb. Normally, C programming files will be saved with .c. C++ files will be saved with CPP. Java files will be saved with Java, and CPP Java, and Python files will be saved with extension py. These are the extensions to save files. But here, this Jupyter files will be saved with .ipynb. I stands for interactive. I stands for interactive. Py stands for Python. I stands for interactive. Py stands for Python. NB stands for notebook. So these Jupyter files will be saved with .ipynb. These Jupyter files will be saved with .ipynb. So the very first file, just I opened this. Now I want to name this Jupyter file. I want to name this Jupyter file. I want to name this Jupyter file. Just you can click on here, click here, and I'll be giving some name. As it is first day, you may feel something bored, but for sure, exciting sessions you'll be having. This rectangular box is called SL. This rectangular box you can see, this rectangular box is called SL. This rectangular box is called simply SL. So here in this cell, we'll write text and as well programs also. I'll show you how simple Python programming is. Simply can write addition of two variables, for example. And as well, before to that, let me tell you, here we have a file, new notebook, open, make a copy, save as, rename, save and checkpoint, and edit, cut cell, copy cell. So view, insert, cell, and kernel, and so on. So many other options we do have. Here, by default, cell is a code cell. You can see there is a drop down button. There is a drop down button. You can see there is a drop down button. You can see by default that is a code cell. If I want to write a code, simply I can write print of hello all. Hello all. Welcome to datateach.ai simply. So if you want to execute this, there are two options. One is click on run button. There is a button you can see my mouse pointer, run button, or simply can shift enter. from your keyboard, shift and enter together. At a time, if you press shift enter, that will get executed. You can see this got executed. How simple it is in Python writing a program. In other programming languages, you need to write a lot of other stuff to print a simple message. Here, input line 1. You can see this is input line 1. Print of hello all, welcome to datateach.ai. Simply, if you want to print multiple statements, hello all, thank you for joining. And one more statement I'll be writing, normal enter. One more statement, welcome to datateach.ai. Like this, you can write multiple statements and then you can click on run button or shift enter from your keyboard. Okay, so the code will get executed like this. So how simple it is to write codes in Python. And then if you want to put some heading in Jupyter notebook, if you want Jupyter basics, I'll teach you now. So for the next 30 days, you will be using Jupyter notebook. The next 30 days, you will be using Jupyter notebook, so that I'll be teaching you. So basics of Jupyter notebook, how to add a cell, how to delete a cell, and as well, how to write some notes in the cell. In this Jupyter notebook, how to write a notes. So you can write your notes here. For example, if you want to write a notes, select a markdown cell, click on this drop down button, select markdown cell, and then one hash is a level 1 heading. If I write one hash space, if I write Python programming and level 2 heading, if I want to put 2 hashes and space, and if I want to put level 3 heading, 3 hashes, meaning that simply reducing the font only. Level 1, level 2, level 3, meaning that reducing the font only. And then level 4 heading also you can write. Like this, different levels of headings you can write. So level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. So font size got reduced. That's all. Font size got reduced. Introduction to Python programming, different font sizes you can write. So if you want to edit this cell, after execution, just double click on it. You can see editing option. Okay. So now I would like to write history of Python programming. So I'll take a markdown cell. I'll go here, take a markdown cell, and then level 3 heading I'm writing history of Python programming. So I'll be writing a bullet points if you want to write, hyphen, space, I'll be writing Python. Python was developed by a scientist name. I'll be writing Guido van Rosen. So before and after name, I'm writing 2 asterisks so that text will be in bold characters. Python was developed in the year 1989. Python is officially released. Python was officially released in 1991. Like this, you can write a text. We can write a text here. We can write code and we can write text, customize the text also we can write here. Okay. And then features of Python programming. Let me write some features. As it is day 1, you may feel bored as it's theory. From tomorrow, for sure, we'll be talking about interview questions on keywords and Python identifiers, and as well strings concept. These all stuff we'll be talking about. Okay. Now, So features of Python programming, I took markdown cell. I took markdown cell here. Level 3 heading, I'll be writing features of Python programming. Features of Python programming. Features of Python programming. So what are the features? Let me write the first feature. Python is open source programming language. Python is open source programming language. And the second one, Python is dynamically typed language. Dynamically typed language. And the third one, Python is platform independent programming language. Python is platform independent programming language. Another point, fourth one, the fourth one you can write. And Python is interpreted language. And fifth one, Python have exception handling techniques. Python have exception handling techniques. And the sixth one, Python is easy to learn and easy to understand. Some features we may listed down. And the seventh one, Python supports OOPS concepts. So like this, some features we have. So some features like this, we do have some features. We do have some features. We do have some features like this. Just listed down some few features. We do have so many other good features also. The very first topic for Python programming, the very first topic for Python programming is keywords. Very first concept for Python programming is keywords. I'll be putting a heading, keywords. Any programming language, we do have some keywords. Any programming language, we have keywords. Keywords are the reserved words which have special meaning. Keywords are the reserved words which have special meaning. For example, end is a keyword which have a special meaning, logical end. If is a keyword which have a special meaning, checking the condition. Okay. Break is a keyword which have a special meaning, break the execution of a loop. And continue is a keyword which have special meaning, skip the current iteration and continues with the rest. Like that, keywords have special meaning. Keywords are the reserved words. We cannot change them. Those are the reserved words. We cannot change them. They have special meaning. So let me write that. Let me write the statement here. Keywords are the special words. Keywords are the reserved words. Reserved. So let me make it bold. Keywords are the reserved words which have special meaning. Keywords are the reserved words which have special meaning. And then keywords are used to write meaningful instructions to the computer. Meaning that if I want to write, actually, what is programming? Writing instructions to the computer is a programming. Program is a set of instructions. Program is a set of instructions, right? We know that. So writing instructions to the computer is programming. So to write meaningful instructions, we use keywords. Keywords are used to write meaningful instructions to the computer. So keywords should not be used as identifiers. Keywords should not be used as identifiers or variables, whatever. So if I want to show you identifiers, simply I'll be importing import keyword. Simply if you want to see all the keywords available in Python, if you want to see all the keywords available in Python, print of keyword dot kw list. Kw list is simply kw list. It returns all the keywords available in Python. Keyword is a package here, a module in which we have all the keywords. Print is a function to print the values or integers, simply print the values or variables or a text. Import keyword. Keyword is a module. Keyword dot kw list. Keywords list of keywords will be printed. False, none, true, and as asset, async, await, break, class, continue, def, del, elif, else, except, finally, for, from, global, if, import, in, is, lambda, non-local, and not or pass, rise, return, try, while, with, yield. These are all simply keywords available in Python. How many keywords are there? Some intro question. How many keywords are there in Python? If you want to see that, length of kw keyword is a module, keyword dot kw list. You see 35. There are 35 keywords available in Python. There are 35 keywords available in Python. We do have 35 keywords. Keywords are the reserved words which have special meaning. Keywords are used to write meaningful instructions to the computer. Keywords should not be used as identifiers. That's all about keywords. No need to bother about much. And then second one is identifier. Second topic is identifiers. So take a markdown cell and I'll be writing level 3 heading identifiers. What are the identifiers? What are the identifiers? What are the identifiers and how do we write identifiers in Python? Let us see. Let us see what are the identifiers and how to write identifiers in Python. The name of a variable or name of a class, name of an object, name of a function is called identifier. For example, people identifies me by my name. The same way, name of anything is called identifier. So let me write name of variable, name of a variable or name of a object, name of a class, name of a function is called an identifier. So name of a variable, object, class, function is called an identifier. Identifiers are used to write meaningful instructions to the computer. So simply, for example, area is equal to 10. Area is a variable. Name of variable is area. That is an identifier. A equal to 10. A is an identifier or a variable. So you see area is equal to 10. A is equal to 10. A is a name of a variable. Area is a name of a variable. Something like area is equal to 67. This is a valid variable, valid identifier. Valid identifier. So name of anything, name of a variable, name of an object, name of a class, name of a function is called an identifier. Okay. Now, name rules for identifiers. The next topic, name rules for identifiers, because while you're creating identifiers, while you're creating identifiers, first we should keep in mind some rules to define identifiers. Those are name rules of identifiers. The very first one, identifier should only contain identifiers should only contain alphanumeric characters, alphanumerics, and an underscore only. Identifier should only contain alphanumerics. Alphanumerics means small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, and 0 to 9. Alphanumerics Alphanumerics means small a to small g, capital A to capital G, and then 0 to 9. Those are called alphanumerics. Those are called alphanumerics. Okay. So, and as well an underscore. Underscore we know, right? So identifier should only contain alphanumerics and an underscore only. And the second one, identifiers, the second one, identifiers should only start with a character, should only start with a character or a new or an underscore only. Identifiers should only start with a character or an underscore only. And then keywords should not be used as identifiers. Keywords should not be used as identifiers. And the next one, white space is not allowed. White space is not allowed in identifiers. These are some name rules for identifiers. These are some name rules for identifiers. Okay. Simply let us see. For example, all up lowercase characters I'm writing. All lowercase characters area equal to 12. This is valid identifier, valid variable or valid identifier, because identifier should only contain alphanumerics and an underscore. So it is having only lowercase characters, so it is a valid identifier. In uppercase and lowercase, simply area is equal to 78. This is also valid identifier. This is also a valid identifier because it is having lowercase and uppercase characters combination. Okay. So the next one, if you have area under area 4 is equal to 78, this is also valid identifier. This is also valid identifier because it is containing only lowercase characters and as well uppercase characters and the numeric value. And for example, if you write area underscore 4 is equal to 89, this is also valid identifier. This is also a valid identifier because it contains only lowercase, uppercase, and underscore. Okay. And the second one, identifier should only start with a character or an underscore. For example, 4 area is equal to 10 if you write, this is invalid because it is starting with a numeric value. But the condition is identifiers should only start with a character or an underscore. See, it is returns an error. It returns an error because it is invalid. Okay. And underscore area is equal to 89. This is valid identifier because it starts with an underscore. Underscore A is equal to 20. Underscore A equal to 20 is a valid identifier. The second point we are done. Keywords should not be used as identifiers. Keywords should not be used as identifiers. And is a keyword. And is equal to 12 if you write invalid because and is a keyword. And if is a keyword, if is equal to 89, this is invalid. Keywords should not be used as identifiers. Okay. The last point, White space is not allowed in identifiers. White space is not allowed in identifiers. White spaces are not allowed in identifiers. Meaning that, for example, area space width is equal to 89 if you write, this is invalid because area, after area a word, we have a space. Space is not allowed. Space is not allowed in identifiers. It returns invalid. And you can write area, instead of that, just you can write area width is equal to 78. This is valid because we use underscore instead of space. Like this, we can keep in mind, or when you're creating identifiers, you should keep in mind these rules. Okay. These rules you should keep in mind while creating identifiers. The next one, the next topic, comments in Python. Next topic, comments in Python. Next topic, comments in Python. Comments in Python. In Python, comment starts with as symbol. Whatever you write after ash, whatever you write after ash will be considered as a comments. Will be considered as comment. So in Python, we cannot comment, we cannot comment multiple lines. We cannot comment multiple lines at a time. Multi-line comment is not available. Multi-line comments are not available. Multi-line comments are not available as like C and other programming languages. Each line should be commented separately. Each line should be commented separately. In Python, comment starts with hash. Whatever you write after hash will be considered as comments. In Python, we cannot comment multiple lines at a time. Each line should be commented separately. Meaning that, for example, whatever you write after the hash symbol, so that is a comment. Whatever you write after the hash symbol, that is comment. Okay. For example, A equal to 10, B equal to 20, C is equal to A plus B I'll be writing. Then print of the addition result is simply can write the addition result is C. Here I'm writing addition operation. Some comments I'm writing addition operation. And here I'm writing printing output. Like this, you can write comments. Comments are used for better readability. Comments are used for better readability. Comments are used for better readability. So that's all about comments. So we cannot comment multiple lines at a time. For example, these three lines I want to comment. We cannot comment at a time. So every line should be commented separately. First line commented, second line commented, third line commented, and fourth line commented. Like this. Each line should be commented separately. Multi-line commenting is not allowed in Python. We cannot comment multiple lines at a time. Each line should be commented separately. That's all about comments in Python. Comments are used for better readability. And then next topic, print function in Python. Take a markdown cell. Print function in Python print function in Python. What this print function does? What this print function does? Print is an inbuilt function, all lowercase characters, all lowercase characters. Print is an inbuilt function or built-in function. Print is an built-in function used to print, is to print. Print is a built-in function used to print values, variables, print values and variables and text also. We can print values and as well variables and also text. For example, print of 45, printing a value. This is simply printing a value. We can print a value like that. And we can print a variable also. For example, a equal to 20, b is equal to 45, you have written print of a comma b. So variables will be printed. Printing variables a and b. Printing variables a comma b. Print is a inbuilt function to print values, variables, and text. And text also we can print of this is day one class. This is day one class. Simply like that, we can print any message, any text in print method. So that is how we can use print method. Hope you're all with me. That's all from my end today. Day one session every day, 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. In tomorrow's session, we'll be starting data types and variables and operators, data types, variables, and operators I'll be teaching. And some good interview questions on operators also I'll be discussing with you in tomorrow's session. Stay tuned. Please do join at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Sorry, 6 o'clock. I'm sorry. 6 to 7 p.m. everyday session. Please do join me at 7 o'clock. Please do subscribe our YouTube channel. And we will be sharing this notebook in your WhatsApp group. We'll be sharing this notebook in your WhatsApp group. Please do share and like and subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day. See you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Thank you all. See you at tomorrow 6 o'clock sharp. We'll be discussing about operators and data types and as well variables. Thank you all. See you tomorrow. And please do subscribe our YouTube channel. A link is there in your WhatsApp group. Thank you, guys.